Hey guys, it's Joel here, aka Gallucks, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm filming a sneaker comparison for you. Basically, I went to Rome at the weekend. When I was in Rome, I went into Zara over there. Now, you may or may not have seen them online before. I saw them shared by like Complex. They're Zara's own version of the Yeezy 750 Boost, or inspired by. Basically, they're like a hybrid of loads of different sneakers. They're like the Yeezy 750. They are like the Y3 Retro Boost. They're just like quite a few things mashed into one. And they were 59 euros. I actually think they look pretty decent. They look really cool. If they were their own kind of sneaker, just, you know, like brought out, people would be like, this is sick. But because they are based on so many things, there's been a bit of a controversy over on my Instagram page as to like whether these are good or not. Basically, there's like half of the people that are like, wow, like these are amazing, how much are they, like where can I get them? The other half being like, they're shit, they're a rip-off, they're fake, would rather buy fakes and stuff like that. But you have to remember that like everything Zara makes is taken from or inspired by a designer or something like that. Like Zara never produces any of its own things that are like new or interesting. Nowhere on the high street does. Like, I don't know why people are tricking themselves and thinking like, oh, like Topman made that really cool sweater, or like All Saints made this drop shoulder jumper that I'm wearing right now, and this looks like a Yeezy piece as well. So I think you have to remember that everything gets inspired by everything else. And I know this isn't like a direct comparison, but I only have the Yeezy 350 Pirate Blacks. So I was going to compare these two, but also reference the 750 Boost as well, which I don't have, which is another reason as to why people might buy these, because I think the 750 is like one of the highest reselling sneakers of 2015. You have to pay over like £1,000 on eBay to get them. And I actually did try and get the triple black ones when they were released, but everything surrounding the release was really like for the 350 Boost, like it's publicized everywhere, but for the 750 triple blacks, it was quite like quiet, and not a lot of places had them, and they didn't have a lot of stock. That is why they've become some of the highest price on the resale scale, because there isn't as many sneakers. And now I found out that they're restocking the Pirate Blacks in February as well, which is great because this is the pair that I have. But I think they're going to have a different kind of stitching on the back and stuff, but we'll see. So let's start with the Zara, I don't know what to call them, the Zara 750s. And they're not online on the UK website yet, which is really strange. So if you take into consideration the sole for the 350, I know the 750 is a bit different, but we're just going to look at these today. The sole has this like ribbed kind of texture, which is quite widely spaced. I don't know if you can see that. Whereas the sole on the Zara sneakers is kind of similar, but a lot closer together. Like, it's more like, I don't know how to describe it. But as you can see, it's a lot closer together. On the sole of they're really dirty by the way, my 350 Boost, like you have all this Boost technology with the styrofoam and stuff like that, and the Adidas logo and the Boost writing on it. Oh, they're so yellow. And the bottom of the Zara sole is nothing, it's just like this grip design. So that is another difference. The front panelling on the Zara has been compared to the Y3 Retro Boost, which is quite interesting because it is kind of that design just kind of lifted, but obviously the quality and the material isn't the same as the Adidas one. It does have this kind of faux suede, kind of like the 750 Boost. And obviously the 350 is like the knitted upper that is sewn directly down the middle. Now the Zara sneakers do have this little pulling tab at the back, and aside from the suede upper, there's no zip on this side like on the 750. The zip is actually on this side, on the inside, which is another kind of difference, but very similar design. And if you actually unzip it, you see that the front of the sneaker is actually like quite wide, the tongue, and then it all flaps inwards to zip up and lace up. This is one kind of giveaway that the design was kind of lifted from the 750s. The lace up mechanism is like nearly exactly the same, with little toggles for the laces, and then the kind of knitted tri-blend lace. The back is like AirTech kind of mesh which is another kind of big difference. And I guess the similarities are the lace-up system, the silhouette of the sneaker. I just want to talk about the price of all the sneakers. Like the 750 is originally what, £350, and the 350 Boost are £150 at retail. But it's really difficult to get them, and if you do get a pair, well done. But if you don't, you're going to be looking at like 500 to 800 for Boosts on resale, and over £1,000 on the 750s, especially if you want the triple black. For people that one, can't get the Yeezys in the first place, or two, can't afford the resale value, which is a lot of people like the sneakers, they can't afford them. So Zara providing this kind of, you know, €59, what, like £45 alternative is going to be really good for some people, and it's going to let them have that kind of style without paying the price tag. And obviously Zara Women's does this all the time with loads of designers, and in a way it doesn't kind of affect the market, because people that are going to spend £1,000 on Yeezys are never going to spend €59 on a sneaker like this that looks like it. So it's completely different markets, and I think people need to keep that in mind. Everything created by all fashion houses has come from somewhere originally. They've based it on something else. So people need to stop getting their knickers in a twist about like copies and things that have been inspired by other things, because probably the thing that you're talking about has been inspired by something else anyway, especially when it comes to these, because I've read a lot of interesting articles on the 350 Boost about them coming from this like hippie guy, and it was like reblogged on one of Kanye's design teams Tumblr like a year before these came out, so they were definitely inspired by that as well. But I hope you understand where I'm coming from, and I hope you found this interesting. Let me know what you think definitely below. Like, I'm not trying to annoy anyone or say that like fakes are good, because obviously they're not as well. Like, there's good and bad to both things, but I wouldn't call this a fake. I would call it like inspired by, because it's not a direct copy, and a direct copy that you find on like eBay or that the members of Geordie Shore are wearing, you know, it's not that, it's different. So I'd love to hear your thoughts. I think it's a really interesting topic. Don't get angry because they're just sneakers, okay? Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. Please do discuss in the comments below. I think it'll be really interesting. Yeah, let me know your thoughts. If you haven't yet, don't forget to subscribe. Yeah, I'll see you next time. And my Rome vlog should be up on Sunday, so don't forget to check back for that. Alright guys, speak to you soon. Bye.